Hello friends, let's discuss now A criterion. Means what? Angle criterion for similarity of triangles. So this is theorem 8.3. Let's see the statement now. In two triangles, if the corresponding angles are equal, then the sides opposite to the equal angles are in the same ratio or proportional, and hence the two triangles are similar. I have already told you that whatever is there after the word then, whatever is there, that is what we have to prove. So under required to be proved, what we have to write? We have to write that the sides opposite to the equal angles are in the same ratio. It means that their corresponding sides are proportional. That we have to prove. It means that AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. That is what we have to prove. Okay. That is the required to be proved part. So what is the given part here? They have given the two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. They have told that the corresponding angles are equal. It means angle A equals to angle D, angle B equals to angle E, and angle C equals to angle F. So this is the given part information, and required to be proved. I have already told what needs to be proved. So for this, I have located 2 points P and Q on the side DE and DF such that AB equals to DP and AC equals to DQ. Correct? After that, I have joined these 2 points P and Q. So till now the construction part is done. Now let's move on to the proof part. So proof part. So what did I do now? Let's see the two triangles here. When you draw a line for PQ, when you draw a line joining the points P and Q, when you see here, a triangle is formed, triangle DPQ, and here a triangle is formed, triangle ABC. Correct? So these two triangles, from these two triangles, let's see whatever we can obtain the information. So from triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. So when you see here these two triangles, AB equals to DP, we got it from the construction part, right? So here AB equals to DP, it means one of the corresponding sides is equal. After that, from these two triangles we can get that angle A equals to angle D. Let's write the same thing here. Angle A equals to angle D. So one of the corresponding angles is also equal. After that, AC equals to DQ. Correct? AC equals to DQ. Yes. So AC is equal to DQ. So when you see here from these two triangles, two sides and one angle is equal. Correct? Two sides and one angle is equal. Then what can we tell? As per SAS congruency criterion, when two sides and one angle is equal, then those two triangles are congruent to each other. Correct? So write the same thing here. As per SAS congruency criterion, as per SAS congruency criterion, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Correct? So because two sides and one angle are equal, then as per SAS congruency criterion, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. So what is meant by congruency? Congruency is nothing but corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are also equal. Correct? So corresponding angles are equal means what? Angle A equals to angle D. That is already given in the question. So again, angle B is equals to angle P. Let's write the same thing here. Angle B equals to angle P. That is, we got it from the congruency criterion. We have derived this relation that angle B is equals to angle P. Put this as equation 1. And again, angle B equals to angle E. Where we got this? We got this from the given part. So from the given part, the corresponding angles of the triangles ABC and triangle DEF or equal, that is in the given part. So angle B equals to angle E, put it as equation 2 and in brackets write that we have obtained this from given part. So from equations 1 and 2 what can we write? We can write that angle P equals to angle E, write the same thing. So from equation 1 and equation 2 angle P equals to angle E. So this is the diagram here. When you see, you can write the diagram, angle P becomes equal to angle E here. So when you see here in the diagram, when you consider these two as a straight lines and these two angles become corresponding angles, correct? These two angles become corresponding angles. If corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. This we have learnt in our class 6. Let's write the concept in the notebook now, okay? Yes. So if two corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel, correct? Or if the two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. This we have learnt in our class 6 that when these two lines are parallel and this N line acts as a transversal for these two parallel lines, then this corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel. So if the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel, vice versa it is. So here these two are the parallel lines. Same way apply the concept here. When you consider that PQ as one line and EF as the other line, here the corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles means angle P and angle E are equal. If the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So from this what can you write? We can write that PQ is parallel to EF. So therefore PQ is parallel to EF. So till now it is clear, right? Now let's continue this. Yes, so continuation here. PQ is parallel to EF and we got that angle B equals to E and angle P equals to P from the congruency criterion. SAS congruency criterion, we got this. From these two out, what can we write? We can write that angle B equals to angle P equals to angle E. So I have written that angle B, angle P and angle E are equal. After that PQ is parallel to EF. So PQ is parallel to EF. When you see, did you remind any concept here? Yes. It's theorem 8.1. As per basic proportionality theorem, if a line is drawn parallel to the third side, then this line divides the other two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. That is the concept of the basic proportionality theorem. Okay. So from when PQ is parallel to EF, what can we write it? So PQ is parallel to EF means from this we can write that dP by PE equals to dP by PE equals to dQ by QF, correct? dQ by QF. Okay. So now here write that since as per basic proportionality theorem. So in the next step what do? I'll just do reciprocal on both the sides. Okay. So reciprocal on both sides. Let's see what do we get. PE by dP equals to QF by dQ. Okay. After that what do? I just add plus 1 on both sides. So adding 1, I'll do plus 1 on both sides. It means what? Adding 1 on both sides. Let's see what do we get when you do add 1 on both sides. Yes. So PE by dP plus 1, QF by PQ plus 1. So I'll continue it here only because the diagram is here. For understanding it will be good if you write it here. So PE plus dP into 1, it becomes PE plus dP by dP equals to QF plus PQ by PQ. Okay. Sorry, here it is it becomes what? dQ by QF, no? Sorry, it's QF by dQ it is. Here it is not P, it is D. So it becomes a DQ. So here I repeat you again. PE by DP equals to QF by DQ. So after that I added 1 on both the sides here. So what do we get? PE plus DP by DP, QF plus DQ by DQ. Clear? So when you see in the diagram, PE is this part, DP is this part. So DP plus PE is nothing but DE. Write the same thing here. So DE by DP equals to QF plus DQ. This is QF part and this is DQ part. So DQ plus QF is nothing but DF. So write the same thing here. DF by DQ. So here let's move on to the construction part. This is construction part. Here we have constructed that such that AB equals to DP and AC equals to DQ. Let's write these two whatever we have constructed now. AB equals to DP, AC equals to DQ. Okay, write that since construction we got this. Correct. Now what did I do? I'll write it here. So substitute AB in place of DP and AC in place of DQ. Let's see what do we get. DE by AB equals to, again in the DF place it becomes DF only, DF by, in place of DQ you'll get AC, DF by AC. Now what do I do here? Reciprocal on both sides. Okay, let's see what do we get here. AB by DE equals to AC by DF. Clear? So when we do reciprocal on both sides, AB by DE equals to AC by DF. So similarly you'll get AB by DE equals to BC by EF. Correct? So put this as equation 3 and this as equation 4. So from equation 3 and 4, what can we write? We can write that AB by DE equals to, because when you see LHS are equal for these two equations, so obviously when A equals to B, B equals to C, then A equals to B equals to C. We have learned it from the associative law in our class 6 or class 5 in earlier classes. So same thing we apply here. So when AB by DE equals to AC by DF and AB by DE equals to BC by EF, then AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. Clear? So what did they ask us to prove? They asked us to prove this only, right? Let's see what did they ask us to prove in the required to prove part. In the required to prove part, AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. This is what they have asked us to prove. I think we got the same. Same, right? So AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. Hence proved. Correct? Hence it is proved. This is the end of the theorem 8.3. Let me revise you this again. So they have given that the corresponding angles are equal. It means that A equals to D, B equals to C and B equals to E and C equals to F. So they have given that the corresponding angles are equal. After that they asked us to prove that their sides are proportional. It means that AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. That is what they asked us to prove. For this what we have to do first, I have located 2 points P and Q on the sides DE and DF such that AB equals to DP and AC equals to DQ and join PQ. This is the construction part. After that let's move on to the proof part. This is proof part now. In the proof part, when you see here the two triangles ABC and DPQ here, angle A equals to angle D and AB equals to DP and AC equals to DQ. So it means that two sides and one angle are equal. So when in a two triangles, when two sides and one angle are equal, then as per SAS congruency criterion, both triangles are congruent to each other. So when two triangles are congruent to each other means what? It means that their corresponding angles are equal. So angle A equals to angle D. This we have got it in the given part only. After that, let's move on to the second angle. What is that? Angle B equals to angle P. I have written the same thing here. I have put it as equation 1. After that, from the given part we got that. What did we get? We got from the given part angle B equals to angle E. Let's write the same thing here. Angle B equals to angle E. Put this as equation 2, and this is from, we have obtained this from the given part. So from these two equations, angle P will become equals to angle E. So when you see in the diagram of triangle DEF here, angle P and angle E are corresponding angles. Correct? So here, as per parallel lines concept, when two corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel and vice versa. When two lines are parallel, then their corresponding angles are equal. So this concept we have learnt in our class 6. So when N acts as a transversal and L and M are straight lines, and when corresponding angles are equal, their lines are parallel. In the same way, let's apply this concept in the triangle DEF. When you consider PQ as one straight line and DEF as another straight line and DE as a transversal here, if the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So it implies that PQ is parallel to EF. Okay, PQ is parallel to EF. After that, after making that these two lines are parallel, let's apply basic proportionality theorem, where when a line is drawn parallel to the third side, then this line divides the other two sides in the same ratio. It means that if PQ is parallel to EF, then dP by PE equals to dQ by QF. Correct? So here dP is equals to AB, that we have known, but PE is different, no? So PE means this part, this only this part, but we have to prove it as DE. So what did I do here? I just did the reciprocal on both the sides. So when you do reciprocal on both the sides, what do we get? PE by dP equals to QF by dQ. After that, what I did? I just did adding 1 on both the sides. After that, let's simplify this. So PE plus dP by dP equals to QF plus dQ. It is dQ. So because QF by dQ, right? So it is dQ. QF by dQ plus 1, it is QF plus dQ by dQ. PE plus dP. So PE plus dP, what do we get? We'll get DE by dP equals to QF plus dQ. QF plus dQ. It is nothing but DF by dQ. So from the construction part, we have written that AB equals to dP and AC equals to dQ. Let's substitute in the place of dP and dQ AB and AC. So it becomes DE by AB equals to DF by AC. After that, what did I do? I did reciprocal on both the sides. So we'll get AB by DE equals to AC by DF. So in the similar way, AP by DE equals to BC by EF. So similarly, we'll get this also. So put this one as equation 3 and this one as equation 4. From equation 3 and 4, AB by DE equals to BC by EF equals to AC by DF. So hence it is proved that their corresponding sides are proportional. So if corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional, then it means that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Clear? Hence the triangles are similar. So this is the theorem 8.3. I hope you like this video. In case you like the video, do like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.